Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another video all dolled up. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Charlene, and to my ride or dies, my savvy beauties, thank you as always for coming back. I've been doing these short videos and you guys see me in my true everyday form. Like, I am not wearing makeup half of the time. I am not looking like this half of the time. So anyway, you guys have given me such great feedback on the shorts and I really appreciate that. Today we are doing spring fragrances, my top picks from my collection. I went through my collection and chose fragrances I thought would be amazing and perfect for the spring. So hopefully you guys can get some ideas from my selections. Without further ado, I'm gonna go straight into the video. I'm gonna start with my very first fragrance. We have the beautiful Flower Bomb. Now this one makes an amazing scent for the springtime because it is literally a floral bouquet. However, this one is sweet. This one is beautiful. I have been in love with it the very first time I smelled it. So I am super happy to have this again in my collection because I've used it up before, repurchased it, and I really truly like it. Flower Bomb is like the perfume that never goes out of style. You know what I mean? To me, it is sweet, it is floral, it is sensual. So on my skin, personally, it lasts pretty long. It has sillage. People smell me all the time. They always ask me what I'm wearing. It is a very noticeable fragrance, I would say. This one is the first one on my list, and this is Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. The next one on my list, I fell in love with without expecting it, honestly. From the time I unboxed it, I knew it was my favorite out of the four that I talked about, and I have loved it ever since. So I'm talking about Amazing Grace Ballet Rose by Philosophy. So it looks pretty big when I put it up close, but if you look at it, really look at it, you can see it's the tiny bottle. I like this one just because I can throw it in my purse. I have enjoyed using it. As you can see, I've been putting quite a little dent in this one. There are some rose scents that I cannot really take in, and this one is definitely an exception because this one is beautiful. I'm literally obsessed with this rose scent. It just smells amazing. Fresh floral bouquet of roses. So this one has rose and lychee, but to me or to my nose, I feel like the rose is the most prominent note in this fragrance. It is so airy, so rosy. If you're looking for a rose fragrance that literally smells like roses and not that artificial synthetic type of rose, this one is a great option. Now, the lasting power on this one, not so amazing, but I feel like for the spring, it would be beautiful because you can reapply. It is light, inoffensive, just a beautiful rose scent. So again, this is Amazing Grace Ballet Rose by Philosophy. So love this one. The next one on my list is Chanel Chance. This one is the Eau de Toilette. Now this one is a floral fragrance. This one is an Eau de Toilette that honestly performs like an Eau de Parfum. This one is surprisingly long lasting. So to me, any perfume from the Chance line would make a perfect springtime fragrance. You have the Eau Fraiche, you have the Eau Tendre, you have the original Chanel Chance. Like, any one of them would be great, but this is the one I have in my collection, so I decided to talk about it. So this one has quite a few notes in it. If you do not like patchouli though, I would say that you might not necessarily enjoy this because to me it's very present, and I think that's kind of what helps the longevity as well, if we're being honest. So with the combination of pink pepper, patchouli, the fruity notes in there like pineapple, it definitely has a different kind of kick. Chanel Chance is definitely a great option for the spring because it lasts long, it is light enough and not too heavy. Great fragrance. If you are into Chanel fragrances, you will love this one. The next one on my list is Perfect. This one is a recent acquisition. I talked about how I wasn't sure I wanted to add this one to my collection. I recently did, and I am enjoying it. For me, in the opening of this fragrance, it is bright and at the same time sweet. So I love the bright, sweet opening of this fragrance. I am not necessarily a fan of the dry down, but that's just a personal preference. The idea behind this fragrance is to celebrate originality, uniqueness, and boy, is it unique. I mean, look at the cover. Look at this. If this isn't unique, I do not know what is. The longevity on this one, I would rate it as being average. As with many other fragrances, if you apply this on your clothing, I think it will last super long. For me, on the skin, the longevity is moderate. So as the name indicates, it is perfect for spring because when you sniff this fragrance, to me, it instantly puts you in a better mood. That is why I think it would be a great addition to a springtime fragrance wardrobe. So this is Perfect by Marc Jacobs. The next one on my list, I've had this one for a while. I'm talking about J'adore by Dior. It is such a classic, elegant, sophisticated scent. Now, some people will think that it's dated and boring. I mean, that's just personal opinion and choice, and that's okay, but I enjoy wearing it. To me, it's an oldie but a goodie in my book. This perfume for me is more floral than sweet. I feel like it is very light and airy in a lot of ways. I have sentimental connection with this perfume. It's one of my very first like designer fragrances that I ever owned. To this day, I still love it so much, and every now and then I pull it out and I love wearing it. Again, this is J'adore by Dior. So the next perfume should come as no surprise to you guys. It is one of the perfumes I rave about as being my signature scent. Although now I have so many in my collection that I don't reach for it as often. I'm talking about Vie Belle, the original. Now, this fragrance is everything to me. I love it so much, y'all. Like, I cannot get enough. And even like when I hear negative things about it, I go back and I smell it and I try to find something negative about it. I can't. I love it. To me, this one is a warm and sweet gourmand fragrance. There are notes of vanilla, you have my beloved patchouli, you also have praline. It checks all the boxes. Projection, definitely. Sillage, amazing. Longevity is there. Like all day long, you will smell this on you. So after a full day of wearing this, you will still smell it on your skin. Like, I don't know. I cannot say enough about this beauty right here. I love it so much. I don't think I'll ever get tired of it. No matter what I add to my fragrance wardrobe, this will just always be one of my faves, like always. So this is Vie Belle, the original by Lancôme. So the next one is newer to my collection, but also from the house of Lancôme. We have the beautiful, the stunning Vie Belle Soleil Cristal. So this one, although it has some of the DNA of the original Vie Belle, it takes like a different route. It goes into that tropical, summery type of vibe. Like, so this one is lighter than the original Vie Belle, no doubt. And when I first read the notes on Lancôme.com, I did not see any notes of patchouli in there, but I checked some other places and saw that there was patchouli. I'm happy to say that the patchouli is not at the forefront. So if you do not like patchouli, you will appreciate this one a little bit more. So this one just makes you think sunny days, carefree days, vacation, the bourbon vanilla and the coconut. In my opinion, this one is just calling spring and summer. It's like, here I am. Let's get away from these dreary, wintry months and let's enter into the season of more beautiful, warmer, sunny days. Like, that is what this fragrance represents to me. So I did not want to be biased because it's Lancôme. You guys know I have a very special place in my heart when it comes to Lancôme. I've said that a gazillion times. So I did not want to be biased. I did do a full day wear test of this fragrance. I don't know if I would say it lasts equally as long as the original Vie Belle, but it lasts very long. I smelled it all day. To me, the strength of it did not waver, like it was still there, still very present. I thought it would not be long lasting as the original when I first got it because of how light it is. It is much lighter, y'all. Like the patchouli, the vanilla, they are more toned down, and the coconut is more amped up, in my opinion. I've really been feeling coconut fragrances lately, and this one is just magical. I think during the spring and summer, I'm really going to like really get some good use out of this. And this one is the 3.4 fluid ounces. I got the biggest one because I know I'll have it for a while. Well, I hope so. So the next one I have is another one from the house of Chanel. Coco Mademoiselle. Coco Mademoiselle to me is an unexpected powerhouse of a fragrance. To me, Coco Mademoiselle outlasts many of the other fragrances that are considered powerhouses. A fragrance from Chanel lasting as long as this does is super impressive to me. Although Chanel Chance lasts pretty long, This one is a powerhouse. Like I'm telling you, it lasts all day. Now, to me, it is heavy on the patchouli. So if you don't like patchouli again, so y'all see the trend, I like patchouli. If you want to try Coco Mademoiselle, please be warned that it is heavy on the patchouli. I would describe this one as being bold and bright. The notes are almost contrasting, but they work so well. I think this would make a great addition to your springtime fragrance wardrobe. And definitely, if you want long lasting, you definitely should consider Coco Mademoiselle because she lasts a very long time. So the next fragrance is Irresistible by Givenchy. This one is the opposite of what I just talked about. This fragrance brings you lots of sweet notes. I think Irresistible is kind of what it says it is. It is feminine, it is flirty, it is sweet. When I tested this one out, it actually lasted longer than I expected. So the longevity is not bad on this one. Like it has pear in the opening, and I think that is like a ripened pear because it is just sweet and juicy, y'all. It's so beautiful, so pretty. I love this one. Ultra feminine as well, and so beautiful. So this one is Irresistible by Givenchy. The next fragrance on my list is Yves Saint Laurent Lib, a boss chic fragrance. This one is a sophisticated, elegant woman. This one screams rich chic, okay? This one to me is super elegant and sophisticated. She's in charge of her life. One of the very first lavender-based fragrances that I fell in love with. I did not think I would like it as much as I do. I love how the lavender and the orange blossom notes work in this one. It is just fresh and kind of like vibrant in the opening. The lavender note is definitely dominant, prominent, all those things in it because it stays throughout the fragrance. So Lib means freedom, and it celebrates that freedom to basically do what you want to do, you know? So I love the packaging, super elegant. Like I said, kind of like rich chic vibes, you know? This is Lib by Yves Saint Laurent. Guys, if I had to talk about all the fragrances in my collection that would be perfect for spring, I would literally be here for a long time. So the next fragrance is Illicit Flower by Jimmy Choo. So this one is a floral, woody, musk fragrance. I really wanted to highlight perfumes that I don't always talk about. So this one opens up with the sweeter notes of mandarin and apricot, or apricot if you will. To me, the longevity on this one is moderate. It is not a loud fragrance. It settles very soft on the skin. Within a few hours, I feel like this one becomes like a soft skin scent. All the notes blend together to make it very balanced. You do not get too much of any specific note. Like in the Lib fragrance, you definitely get that lavender. To me, in the Vie Belle, you get that patchouli. Certain fragrances have specific notes that stand out a lot, but this one is just like, you get a little dose of the different notes. So to me, this one is great for spring because it's light, it's not too heavy, it's not too heady, none of that. And I just wanted to talk about this one because I have been wearing this one a little bit more lately. And the final one on my list comes from the House of Lancôme again, I know. And this one is Idole. Idole is your fresh floral, with rose being one of the more prominent notes in this one. I get more of the floral notes definitely in this one. I get a lot of compliments when I wear this. Now, this one is either light or it's disliked. To me, it is very modern, especially with the packaging. It is created by women for women. So I like the sense of like empowerment behind this one. Because sometimes the fragrances have a different story, a different message. I love knowing like the backstory of these fragrances. So you definitely should give this one a try. When I first tried it out, I liked it. And the more I wore it, especially when I started getting a ton of compliments, I was like, oh, let me try this a little bit more, you know? And I started to really appreciate it for what it is. And it's a beautiful fresh floral with rose being at the forefront. And that's a beautiful rose as well. So yeah, this again is Idole by Lancôme. Okay guys, this wraps up my edition of my spring fragrances. Let me know which one you guys have in your collection, which ones you're planning to add to your collection, and what you think about my selections. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.